ஓகே, குட் மார்னிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். இன்றைக்கி நம்ம பார்க்க வேண்டியது என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, அந்த 11th லெசனுடைய கண்டினியூஷன் தான். த்ரெட்ஸ் டு biodiversity. What are the threats mostly depending upon the biodiversity? Here, even though India is one of the 17th identified mega diverse countries of the world, here it faces lots of threats to its biodiversity apart from the natural causes. Human activities, both directly or indirectly, are today's main reason for habitat loss and biodiversity loss. அது இந்தியா வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஒரு 17 மெகா சென்டர்ஸில் 17 மெகா சென்டர்ஸாக ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணியிருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நாடு அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்லலாம். இதில் நிறைய காரணிகள் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஹேபிட் லாஸ் ஆகிறதுக்கு நிறைய காரணிகள் இருக்குது. மனிதனுடைய இடையூறுகள், அதனுடைய மறைமுகமான நேரடியான இடையூறுகள் மூலமாக பயோடைவர்சிட்டி டேமேஜ் ஆகுது, லாஸ் ஆகுது. ஸோ அதில் ஃப்ராக்மெண்டேஷன் அண்ட் டீக்ரடேஷன் டியூ டு அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் ப்ராக்டிசஸ், extraction, mining, fishing, logging, harvesting and development and associated leads to habitat loss, and fragmentation leads to formation of isolated small and scattered population and as the endangered species. Some of the other threats include specialized diet, specialized habitat requirement, large size, small population size, limited geographical distribution and high economic or commercial values. Okay, these are the loss of diversity in India, in any other places also. Okay, here some of the causes of biodiversity losses. What are the causes? It will present in the biodiversity losses. Major causes of biodiversity decline are habitat loss, fragmentation and destruction. Fragmentation means nothing but துண்டாது, தனித்தனியாக பிரிஞ்சு போகுது. பூமியினுடைய இடங்கள் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அப்படியே சின்ன சின்ன இடமா ரியல் எஸ்டேட் மாதிரி இடம் போட்டு விற்கிறது அந்த மாதிரி. டெக்ஸ்ட்ராக்ஷன் அழிஞ்சு போகிறது. அஃபெக்ட்ஸ் அபவுட் 73% ஆஃப் ஆல் ஸ்பீசிஸ். பாப்புலேஷன் அண்ட் பொல்யூஷன்ஸ், ஸ்மக், பெஸ்டிசைட், ஹெர்பிசைட், சாயில் ஸ்டிக்ஸ். கிளைமேட்டிக் சேஞ்ச், introduction of alien exotic species, over exploitation of resources, indiscriminate cutting of trees, over fishing, hunting and mining, intensive agriculture and aquaculture practices, hybridization between native and non-native species and loss of native species. Natural disaster, tsunami, forest fire, earthquake, volcanoes, these are the natural disaster. And also the industrialization, urbanization, infrastructure development, transport, road and shipping activity, communication towers, dam construction, unregulated tourism and monoculture are common area specific threats. Co-extinction also. Then habitat loss. Development of human society is inevitable. Natural habitats are destroyed for the purpose of settlement, agriculture, mining, industries and construction of highways. As a result, species are forced to adapt to the changes in the environmental condition. If not, they become victim to predation, starvation, disease and eventually die or result in human animal conflict, starvation, பட்டினி இதெல்லாம். ஸோ அது மனிதனுடைய செயல்பாடுகள் எல்லாம் தவிர்க்க முடியாததாக இருக்குது. அதனால் இந்த ஹேபிட்டேட் வந்து எல்லாம் லாஸ் ஆகுது. ஓவர் பாப்புலேஷன், அர்பனைசேஷன், இண்டஸ்ட்ரியலைசேஷன் அண்ட் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் advancement require additional land, water and raw materials every year. This is made possible only through fragmentation or destruction of natural habitats by filling wetlands, plowing grasslands, cutting down trees, forests, desilting rivers, constructing transport ways, caving mountains, extracting ores, changing the course of rivers and filling of seashores. These are comes under this. There is extinction. Okay, habitat fragmentation. Habitat fragmentation is a process where a large and continuous area of habitat is both reduced in area and divided into two or more fragments. Fragmentation of habits like forest land into croplands, orchids land, plantation, urban area, industrial estates, transport and transit system has resulted in the destruction of complex interaction amongst species, food chain and webs, destruction of species in the cleared region and encapsulation of species restricted to these habitats and decreased biodiversity in the habitat fragments. Animals requiring large territories such as mammals and birds are severely affected. Okay. Then over exploitation. Next we pass on to over exploitation. Here we depend upon the nature for our basic needs such as food and shelter, and however, when the need becomes greed, it leads to over exploitation of natural resources. Excessive exploitation of species reduces the size of population to such a level that it becomes vulnerable to extinction. Dodo, passenger pigeon, and shelter cow have become extinct in the last 200 to 300 years due to over exploitation by humans. Overfishing due to population pressure leads to many marine fish population declining around the world. The exotic species invasion, exotic species non-native, alien, or organism often introduced unintentionally or deliberately for commercial purposes only, as biological control agents and other uses. They often become invasive and drive away the local species and is considered as the second major cause of extinction of species. Extinction merge board. Exotic species have proved harmful to both aquatic and terrestrial ecosystem. Tilapia fish, Jilabi, Kenda, Aerochromis mozambicus, introduced from east coast of South Africa in 1952 for its high protectivity into Kerala island waters, became invasive, due to which the native species such as Pantias dubius and Lobio contius face local extinction. On introduction of the Nile perch, a predatory fish into Lake Victoria in East Africa led to extinction of an ecological unique assemblage of more than 200 nature species of child fish in the lake. Papaya mealybuck is native of Mexico and Central America. He is believed to have destroyed huge crops of papaya in Assam, West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. Okay, next, global climatic changes. Industrialization is a major contributor to climatic change and a major threat to biodiversity. Energy drives our industries, which is provided by burning of fossil fuels, increases the emission of CO2 and GHG, leading to climatic change. Greenhouse gases, that is, due to the large scale deforestation, the emitted CO2 cannot be absorbed fully. The concentration in the air increases. The climatic change increases land and ozone, temperature changes precipitation patterns and raises the sea level. This in turn results in melting the glaciers water, weather patterns, extreme weather condition, outbreak of scolar diseases, migration of animals and loss of trees in forests. Thus climatic change is an imminent change to the existing biodiversity. Here there is a diagram. It illustrates what are the biogeochemical cycles, climatic condition, then human, then biodiversity, how it will affect the biodiversity. Co-extinction. Co-extinction is a species loss of species as a consequence of a extinction of another one. இணை மரபுத்தன்மை அற்று போகிறது. அது ஒரு உயிரினம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா அதோடு சார்ந்திருக்கக்கூடிய இன்னொரு உயிரினம் அழிஞ்சிட்டே போகும். ஸோ ஆர்கிட் பீஸ் அண்ட் ஃபாரஸ்ட் ட்ரீஸ் பை கிராஸ் பாலினேஷன். ஸோ அது தேனீக்கள் அழிவதனால மரங்கள் அழிஞ்சு போகுது. எக்ஸ்டிங்ஷன் ஆஃப் ஒன் வில் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி காஸ் எக்ஸ்டிங்ஷன் ஆஃப் அனதர் ஒன். இன்டென்சிவ் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர், அதிகப்படியான வேளாண்மை. ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆஃப் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் இஸ் சம்டைம்ஸ் அட் த காஸ்ட் ஆஃப் wetlands, grassland and forests. Intensive agriculture is based on the few high-yielding varieties. As a result, there is a reduction in the genetic diversity. It also increases vulnerability of the crop plants to sudden attack by pathogens and pests. There are only few varieties traditional paddy strains due to use the hybrid varieties of Tamil Nadu. Loss of biodiversity. Here there is a number of plant species, animal species also there. These are lost by some of the various activities, human activities also there. Species have been evolving and dying out ever since the origin of life. The species have now become extinct at a faster rate. Destabilizing the ecological stability of the distribution of biological diversity on Earth. Human activities greatly contribute to the loss of biodiversity. Okay, hotspots. Hotspots are area characterized with the high concentration of endemic species experiencing the unusual rapid rate of habitat modification loss. Norman Maier defined hotspot as regions that harbor a great diversity of endemic species and at the same time have been significantly impacted and altered by human activities only. A hotspot is a region that supports at least 1500 endemic vascular plant species, has lost more than 70% of its original vegetation. There are 35 biodiversity hotspots in the world. India is home to 4 diversity hotspots is there. There are Himalaya, Western Ghats, Indo-Burma includes the entire northern eastern area. Sundalands includes Nicobar group of island. Then endangered organisms. A species that has been categorized very likely to become extinct in an endangered species, endangered EN, as categorized by the International Union of Conservation of Nature. International Union of Conservation of Nature. Red list is the second most severe conservation status for wild population in the IUCN scheme after critically endangered. Extinction. Species is considered extinct when none its members are alive anywhere in the world if the individuals of the species remain alive only in capacity or other government controlled condition. The species is said to be extinct in the wild. In both of these situations, the species would be considered globally extinct. A species is considered to be locally extinct when it is no longer found in an area it once inhabited. The extinction of species is mainly due to drastic environmental changes and population characteristics. There are 3 types of extinction. Natural extinction is a slow process or replacement of exciting species with better adapted species due to changes in environmental condition only. Here mass extinction. The earth is experienced quite a few mass extinctions due to environmental catastrophes. A mass extinction occurred about 225 million years ago during the Permian, where 90% of shallow water marine invertebrates disappeared. Anthropogenic extinction. There are affected by human activities like hunting, habitat destruction, over-exploitation, urbanization, industrialization. Some examples of extinction are dodo of Mauritius and Shelter-Shikov of Russia. Okay, IUCN, the National Union for Conservation of Nature, is an organization working in a field of nature conservation and sustainable use of natural resources only. Only established and located at Gland VD, Switzerland. It is involved in data gathering and analysis research. 1948. Red Data Book. Here, Red Data Book or Red List is a catalog of taxa facing risk of extinction. IUCN, International Union of Conservation of Nature as Natural Resources, which is renamed. World Conservation Union, Margus, Switzerland, maintains the Red Data Book. The concept of Red List was mooted in the 1963. The purpose of preparation of Red List are to create awareness on the degree of threat to biodiversity, identification and documentation of species, provide global index on declining biodiversity, preparing conservation priority and help in conservation of action, information on international agreements on conservation of biological diversity. Okay, biodiversity and its conservation. The natural resources of the earth, including air, water, land, flora and fauna, natural ecosystem, must be safeguarded for the benefit of the parent and future generation throughout careful planning and management. What are the general strategies in conservation? What are the conservation strategies are there? Identify and protect all threatened species. பயமுறுத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்க அழிந்து கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய சிற்றினங்களை பாதுகாக்கணும். Identify and conserve in protected areas of wildlife relatives all the economically important organisms. Identify and protect critical habitats for feeding, breeding, nursing, resting of each species. Resting, feeding and breeding places of organisms should be identified and protected. இதெல்லாம் பாதுகாக்கப்பட வேண்டும். Air, water, soil should be conserved on priority species. Wildlife Protection Act should be implemented. There are 2 aspects of conservation strategies. Conservation strategies are there: in situ conservation, ex situ conservation. Okay, this one you got to see next one. Okay, up to this one you got to read. The next other part of this video we will upload soon. Okay, thank you students.